Welcome to a festive Christmas card set tutorial. I'm Charee Filimoehala here at the G45 office, and today in this tutorial I'm excited to teach you how to create these 6 gorgeous dimensional square cards. These cards have been created for us by the fabulous Ginger Ropp, and she is teaching us how to take our die cut assortment pack and really use it to the fullest, making some fun dimensional card fronts, and then also using them inside our cards, as well as decorating our envelopes that come in the card pack as well. So this month for our G45 Card Club Volume 10, you're going to be getting the Christmas Time 8x8 paper pad. You'll be getting our Christmas Time die cut assortments. You're gonna get, how many pieces come in here? 48 pieces that have already been cut out, double-sided print and ready to go for you. You'll be getting, of course, the project sheet that shows you step-by-step with colored photos and directions on how to create these. You'll also get some of these great chipboard stars that really add some nice dimension to the card fronts, as well as the square card bases and envelopes that you see here as well. So we hope that you hop on over to our website, g45papers.com, or hop on over to your local G45 retailer. You can find that on our website as well, and pick up the kit, and then go ahead and join us for this tutorial, and I'll teach you how to create these dimensional cards. In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create 3 of these fun dimensional festive cards, but I will also show you the alternative versions that you can use with your leftovers, so you can, with your kit, create a total of 6 cards. But let's get started on creating this first Merry and Bright card. First, you're going to want to take out one of your square card bases. If you are following along from home, just using your own supplies, these are 4 inches by 4 inches of Kraft, of a nice Kraft cardstock. Step 1, we are going to trim a piece of holly and mistletoe to be 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then just using your favorite adhesive, we'll go ahead and adhere this onto the front of our card base. I'm just using some art glitter glue, some liquid, but you can use a score tape or whatever you've got in your stash that you like to use. I also like to always have a damp paper towel or towel while I'm working, so I can clean up my space as I go along and make sure I get any excess adhesive. Now we're going to work on the inside. And then from Polar Express, or the North Pole Express, we're going to cut out this Santa cut apart, and then adhere this towards the top, leaving an equal distance border from the left, top, and right hand side. And then from your die cut pack, we're going to take out these 2 cute little pieces. So in your card kit, you got this Christmas Time die cut pack that has 48 pieces. And we are going to be using those to do some fun and easy embellishing. We love these since it gives you that beautiful polished look without having to pull out your die cutting machine and all your dies, just making the process even more streamlined. And then we're going to adhere this little flourish down here. And then we'll take these cute little leaves and add adhesive to the black side, so the green side showing. And then that adhesive will dry clear, and we've got our inside all finished up. Of course, if you want a good amount of space to write your message, you could always move this whole embellishment, just shift it up here towards the top, so there's still some fun imagery inside and then a good space to write a sentiment if you want to go that way. Step 3, using our chipboard stars, we're going to use this as a template to trace our paper out. So I want my red side to be up for my star, so I'm going to trace on the reverse side. And I'm using the Believe in Magic paper. So once you have the placement like you like it, go ahead and trace this. I'm using a pencil to trace mine, but if you are tracing on a darker paper, one of those white pens always works great, or something with a little bit of shimmer and shine can help so you can see where you've traced a little bit better. And then once you've traced that, then you can just take your fine tip scissors and go ahead and cut that out. You just want to cut on the inside of your trace line. And then once you've trimmed it out, go ahead and adhere it onto your chipboard star. And you can see mine is not perfect, but once you have it down on your card, it's going to look great. Even showing a little bit of the Kraft, I think looks nice because it gives it a nice little extra dimension, separating the pattern paper from the holly and the ivy. And then using some foam adhesive, we are going to pop this on our card front. So after I apply my foam adhesive, I kind of flip it over and kind of just make sure the squares are getting a nice bond. So when I go to pull up these little backings, that the foam adhesives don't come up when I'm pulling those or stick to my fingers, so it just seems a little bit more helpful that way. And then we are going to put this just slightly more weighted to the left and a bit on a diagonal. So my top will touch the top of my paper here as well as the bottom. From North Pole Express, we've trimmed out this cute little Santa stamp. And I've added some foam adhesive and then a bit of a liquid adhesive on the back. That way, when I put it onto my star at a bit of an angle, the foam adhesive will keep everything level where the star is. And then I just put that a little bit of adhesive in this bottom left-hand corner to adhere onto the star. And then add some green leaves from the die cut pack. With the Merry and Bright die cut, I've added some foam onto the back. And this is going to be centered and then flush with the decorative paper on the left-hand side, just right over the top of our star. And this is our card 1, all done up and finished. You can see it was easy peasy to create, but there's a lot of nice dimension and a lot of beautiful details. To show you the example, you can take using the same template. We've used this plaid paper, covered it in the green, and then this is a piece of a cutout from our papers, and then these are 2 die cuts focused on the left-hand side. And then inside we've got some more flourish, leaves, and another cut apart from the papers. To take your Christmas cards even one step further, we're going to decorate our envelopes, just the front, with some leftover scraps. So we're taking this it's Christmas time border from our North Pole Express paper, and this will adhere about approximately 1/2 inch from the bottom. And I've got some excess left over from my little border piece, so I'll just trim to fit. And then for step 8, we are going to take this reindeer package label from Jingle All the Way and just adhere it to our border. So cute. Now when you add in your card, It's decorative and festive all the way around. Card 2, we are going to cut our Believe in Magic paper to be 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And adhere to the front of your card base. And then with your Christmas time paper, we're going to be trimming off the border from the left and bottom side. And that'll be used on card 3. So we just want to put that aside before we cut in to our Christmas time paper. After that's been done, from the B side of the Christmas time paper, you're going to trace and cut out the black and cream checkers. And then we'll adhere this onto our chipboard star. Adhere this to your card front, just tilting a bit to the left. Step 4 from North Pole Express, we're going to trim out another one of these Santa stamps and then add some foam adhesive to the top. And this will adhere to the top right-hand side of your card. And now I'm going to add some liquid adhesive down here to secure it onto my chipboard star as well. Step 5, we're taking this Jingle All the Way die cut tag. I've added some foam adhesive to this, and this is just going to pop right onto the center of our card. And now we're going to take this cute Santa tag, and I've added some foam adhesive on here too, making it a little bit strategic. On the back of the left-hand side, I've doubled it up. Well, that's actually not true. I did it on the wrong side, so we'll just switch these around. Since these die cuts have kind of a glossy sheen, it's making it a little bit easier to maneuver these. All right, now that we're back in business. Okay, so I've doubled them up on the back of the left-hand side, and then we are just going to put our tag over the top of our train sentiment, so you can't see that. And there we have it, the front of our second card. All right, if you're following along on the project sheet, it says next to start decorating the envelope. However, I'm going to decorate the inside and then move over to that step. So this is technically step 9 on the project sheet, but to me, it's the next step in the process. So from North Pole Express, we're taking out this train image cut apart, and this is going to be adhered on the inside using that same rule of thumb, keeping the top, bottom, or top left and right equal portions, and then it'll be more space on the bottom. And then taking this reindeer strip from Jingle All the Way, we're going to adhere this down and then trim off the excess. So I'm going to add my adhesive directly onto my card, since I'm trimming off some of this border, and I'm leaving about, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch from the bottom. Once that's been adhered down, we can go ahead and take our scissors and trim off the excess. And now our card is complete. If you want to recreate this template using your other supplies, this is what we have done. We've covered the front in the same red paper, and then have this nice golden reindeer on the background. And then we've got this Santa tag from the die cuts. This toys image is from one of our papers, along with the stamp. And then inside, got another cute little Christmas time cut apart and a strip that we've cut off just to use as a border. And now we're going to the envelope step. So on the project sheet, this is step 7. So we're trimming from the B side of Christmas time. This piece is going to be 3/8 by 6 inches. And this will adhere just about a 1/2 inch or so from the bottom. Trimming off the excess. And then from our Jingle All the Way, we have this greetings little label that we cut out. And we'll adhere that down towards the right, bottom right. And there you have it, a gorgeous little envelope to slide your card number 2 in. Card number 3, we have cut our Making Spirits Bright paper to 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and this will adhere onto the front of our card base. Step 3 from Christmas time. From the B side of Christmas time, we've cut this to be 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then using those red border strips we cut out previously, we are going to start to create a fun little border look. So we're going to be adhering and trimming onto this square. So we're going to do opposite sides first. So I'm just going to add a line of adhesive to the top and bottom of this square. And then taking my border strip, having that line up flush with the left-hand side and the top. And trim off our excess. And then taking the rest of that strip that we just cut, we can go ahead and now add it on to the bottom here. Using the same method, having it flush with the bottom and left-hand side. And trim to fit. And then we'll do the same with our other strip on the other side. So I'm just going to add a line of adhesive all the way across the top and bottom. I love fun techniques like this one that can be used in any of your paper projects. This would be great for mini albums or your scrapbook layouts. Just adding some extra dimension and a nice polished frame. Now taking our frame that we've created, this is just going to go in the front center of our card. This is coming together beautifully. Step 3 from Making Spirits Bright, we've traced out the B side of that paper, and we'll just be adding our paper onto our chipboard star. Step 4, we're taking this green flourish and we've added adhesive onto the other green side, but we have the dark green side up, and we're going to put this down before we adhere our star down. So it's going to go in the top left-hand corner of our frame. Step 5, I've added some foam adhesive to the back of our star, and this is going to go right in the center of our card. From the die cuts, we are going to take one of these tickets. You can see that they're just slightly perforated together, so we can just pull that apart and gives it that nice little ticket edge. And then this will adhere just off to the left-hand center of the star. And then taking this cute little steampunk Santa tag, we've added some foam adhesives on the back of this. And this will go on the right-hand side of our star. And again, we're going to skip to step 9 because steps 7 and 8 are envelope decorating, so we'll go back to those after we do the inside of our card. So we are going to be putting our Santa from North Pole Express, who's playing the piano, and we're going to adhere this inside, leaving that equal distance border from top left and right. Then from Jingle All the Way, we're going to take this 11-piece little cut apart and adhere it just overlapping onto our Santa image, giving us a nice little holiday cheer on the inside. And then from North Pole Express, we've trimmed out this little border piece that says love and peace, merry and bright. And this will adhere just right in the center of our Santa image and the bottom. And of course, you could always flip this upside down and have this up here and then a sentiment down here if you'd prefer. And so once you're done with card 3, here is an example of how we took that same template and recreated it with some different papers. But you can see we've got that fun border element using that checkered border from our signature page Christmas Time. And have another one of those tickets from the die cuts. And then we have some more cut aparts and borders to decorate the inside. Now we're headed back to step 7 on the project sheet where we're going to be decorating our envelope. So we've trimmed out a piece that's going to be 3/8 of an inch by 6 inches of Merry and Bright, the B side. And we're just adhering this on towards the bottom of our envelope. Trying to make it more even than how I initially adhered it. Okay, so now that we've got it even, we can trim off the excess. Wipe up my mess. And then step 8, we're going to trim out this black package tag. And this is going to go right on the bottom left, or bottom right rather. So there you have it. We've created all of our cards and decorated our envelopes. Just to kind of give you a peek at all of the envelopes together. There's a lot of fun ideas here, and it's a perfect way to use up those scraps and those extra bits and pieces. We hope that you've enjoyed creating these cards along with us this month. Be sure to share your projects with us on Instagram using that Graphic45 hashtag, or join us on our Graphic45 community page on Facebook. And if you're looking for more fun tutorials like this one, we do a set of cards every month along with some other fun tutorials, and our brand ambassadors do great tutorials as well on there. So go ahead and follow us or subscribe to us on YouTube, and then hit that notification bell so you are aware every time we post up a new video. We thank you so much for joining us today. Stay safe and happy paper crafting.